Look, I'm a human being with a number of reactions to the world, and I've been privileged in being able to manifest those reactions. Some come through my writing, which in some ways is the easiest because it's you and your page one day, or you and your computer screen these days, that the world is full of people who can do things I can't do.
You've been an international diplomat, an author of 25 books, a politician, a debater, a logophile, and a polymath. These last two words remind me that you have an extensive vocabulary of the English language. Tell me, how do you manage to remain so modest?
Well, you've been very kind in even saying all of these things, so I will assume that you meant them. And this is not merely a way of disarming the interviewee before the stiletto is sunk into between his ribs. But no, I mean, look, I'm a human being with a number of reactions to the world, and I've been privileged in being able to manifest those reactions in different fields of activity that are of interest to me. So some come through my writing, which in some ways is the easiest because it's you and your page one day, or you and your computer screen these days, to express your thoughts. Otherwise, when you manifest your reaction to the world through your work, that again depends on the opportunities you get in the workspace, whether it's the UN, whether it's politics. I've done different things at different times. And I must admit that for me, when I've had those responsibilities, I've given them my priority. I've always seen writing as more of a personal hobby or a personal pleasure. And therefore, for example, whenever work had to take precedence, it did. And my laptops over the years were littered with uncompleted manuscripts because it was always clear to me where the priorities lay. And that's perhaps been, to some degree, a limitation. There was a wonderful review of one of my books in the Washington Post. The guy said, if only this fellow would give up his day job, what a great writer he might have been, kind of thing, which is a sort of slightly left-handed compliment because it obviously meant that I didn't quite achieve the level that he would have liked to have seen me coming up with. But anyway, I mean, I think that's the answer to your question, is that I always embrace the challenges before me, and I approach them with the best of my ability and with usually 100% commitment. And that keeps you modest.
Doesn't it ever go to your head? I mean, you are a man of so many talents.
Now, I'm always, first of all, I have my feet on the ground, and that I'm very, very conscious that the world is full of people who can do things I can't do. And therefore, I never allow myself any sense of satisfaction that there are things I can do that perhaps others can't do as well or as in quite the same way. And therefore, I approach everyone with the same sense of respect, that they have skills and talents, I have skills and talents. Mine happen to be these, theirs happen to be something else. And that I respect them for who they are, and I hope they will respect me for who I am. That's really my core principle in life. And that's kept me grounded. I must admit that I'm pleased that from my teenage years onwards, no one has ever said that I behave differently towards one person or another because of their rank or their position or their wealth or their caste or their religion or anything like that. For me, every human being is equally deserving of the same level of respect and attention, and that has applied throughout my life. And people I've admired and respected also treat people that way. That's been my approach to most.